Man United changed thanks to Ronaldo. On his return day, Cristiano Ronaldo scored 2 goals and helped Man Utd rise to the top of the Premier League table. Cristiano Ronaldo had a great comeback when he opened Man Utd's 4-1 victory with 2 goals. And his presence gives Man Utd exactly what they need: effect and pressure. Ronaldo Effect. Before talking about the Ronaldo Effect, maybe we should look at Man Utd's second goal. If at the opening table, Ronaldo's job is too easy. In the second goal, the way he scored showed exactly what Man Utd had rarely had for a long time: an excellent individual in exploiting the half space between the central defender and fullback. This can be called the goal of summarizing the efforts of new ancient marriage. Varane counter-attacked towards Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes immediately released the first beat for Matic. Matic passes safely to the man who plays with him in the midfield pair, Pogba. Pogba gives the ball quickly and easily to Luke Shaw. Shaw poked the ball into the slot that Ronaldo was occupying in the infield. Ronaldo, with his skill and speed, surpassed the defender and hit the net. It was a beautiful combination between the new factors of Varane and Ronaldo and the old elements of Matic, Pogba, Fernandes, and Luke Shaw. What is special about this goal of combining veterans with rookies? It is practically no better than any combination of high-class teams like Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Bayern, Real, Barca or PSG. However, for a long time, Man Utd did not have an effective striker in the intersection and chose positions on the border in such a subtle way. Ronaldo appeared, and he made Man Utd's attack bright. When the attack is bright, its satellites are also easier to find effective passing points. If in the previous match against Wolverhampton, the number of successful passes of Man Utd on both sides was 21. In the match against Newcastle, it jumped to 77. Man Utd's activity in the opportunity area, zone 14, about 15 m in the central area from the 16.5 m line back, also increased significantly. Against Wolves, Man Utd had 9 successful passes in this area, with 2 of them entering the opponent's box. And against Newcastle, that number has reached 69 successful passes and 4 good passes into the penalty area. 2 of those 4 passes turned into scoring opportunities. Speaking of passing, we all understand that it is a behavior between at least 2 players, the passer and the receiver. It will be very difficult to assess the ability of the passer to accurately if the receiver chooses all the positions. Oh my God. Individuals like Fernandes, Pogba, Shaw are all good passers. But it's been too long since they've had to play next to pretty oh my ball receivers, and so they haven't been able to reach their full potential. The arrival of Ronaldo changed everything. The way Ronaldo chooses the position where he moves not only makes it easier for passers to want to direct the ball to him, it also causes his attacking partners to move properly to match him, and from there, they also become more favorable passing points for his supporting midfield. That is the Ronaldo effect, a real professional effect, not just a mental boost. It is that effect that has helped Man Utd play more soulful and sharper. and Sir Alex Ferguson is literally the godfather. His urging Man Utd to re-sign Ronaldo shows that he clearly sees what Solskjaer is missing and needs. Ronaldo not only helped Solskjaer improve his scoring, but in fact he helped his coach improve the whole team. CR7. Pressure. Before Man Utd took on Newcastle, the French newspaper L'Équipe had an article about Pogba, talking very clearly about his playing attitude. They raise the very old problem that Pogba plays well when he has a good attitude on the pitch. And they wonder if Pogba can show that kind of attitude at Man Utd. Pogba showed a good attitude against Newcastle. His 2 assists, especially for Lingard, have further demonstrated how much he is needed for Man Utd. We have to admit, although Newcastle are not strong opponents and Pogba still has a few errors in the midfield role alongside Matic, he still performed well in this match. He deserves to be the second best player of the team. After the first is the name everyone knows, Ronaldo. What makes Pogba have such a serious attitude is most likely the CR7 pressure. So far, we still see Pogba and Fernandes always have to play with teammates who are not at the same level as them at Man Utd. But CR7 is completely different. It is a monument, a legend, a global brand, and above all, the most qualified player in the Premier League at the moment. Playing with qualified people, superficial Man United players, is not allowed. CR7 brings Man Utd that great pressure. This pressure requires each member of the team to face a persistent test. If they don't improve themselves, rejection is bound to happen. To be a teammate with a top-class superstar, each player must raise his level to be able to match that level. And luckily, for Man Utd, they have Varane as well. That is the most typical individual in understanding what is the pressure of playing football with CR7. There have been a few positions showing their weaknesses in the match against Newcastle. We are most noticeable Wan-Bissaka and Matic. Wan-Bissaka made a lot of positional errors and missed a lot of passes. Meanwhile, Matic has not shown that he has completed the task of holding midfield well. In the scheme where the 2 fullbacks rise, the defensive midfielder needs to fill the space behind the fullback when needed. And Matic's place is to the left. He did not support Luke Shaw well, and at Man Utd's goal, he was also the missing face. Man Utd are weak in the defensive midfield, and when they can't add anyone from the transfer market, Pogba, Matic, Fred, McTominay themselves will have to change themselves. People who need to change their attitude, who need to change their level to show they are worthy, are teammates of CR7, the brand that brings pressure. Take a look at Pogba's assist for Lingard. Well, get it. Pogba dances with the ball very beautifully, but in fact, the highlight of success in this phase must be Martial's drop. If selfish and greedy, Martial will most likely ruin the chances of scoring. But playing with CR7, Martial is not allowed to put himself above the collective. Martial must sacrifice himself, even if he, like anyone else, wants to hear his name chanted in the Old Trafford stands. CR7 pressure is as important as the Ronaldo effect. The Ronaldo effect is an effect from the expertise of the name familiar to Old Trafford. The pressure comes from the personal requirements of the superstar brand, the CR7 brand. Using effects to challenge yourself to overcome pressure, that's what every Man Utd player needs, Solskjaer needs, and of course, their fans need.